Are we going? Here we go. I still don't understand it. The horror, the confusion, such damage. I mean, what do you even say? I mean, you hear horror stories all the time, but you never really expect it to happen to you. Hey everybody, my name is Christy and this is Details in Me. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you could, please consider liking, consider subscribing. I'm always bringing you fun videos, tips and tricks, new reviews. Today, I'm bringing you something rather scary and I can't wait to tell you about it. So if you've been detailing for a while, or, if you detail at all, you might have come across a day in the life of detailing where you went through something pretty horrific. Whether you damaged the paint or damaged, the surface of a wheel, whether you damaged something in the engine bay or the interior. We're all human. We don't always get it right. And I understand that over time and with experience, things like this don't happen. Now, I've been detailing for about 5 years. I will not claim myself a professional, but I do feel like I have some experience. But I have never had anything like this happen. So what you are about to witness is what happened when I was doing a headlight restoration on a 2014 GMC Sierra. The truck's paint had seen better days, definitely chipping in some areas, clear coat failure. I could tell that the paint had been repainted in some areas, some orange peel, and then there was some I could tell that it was super, thin. It was a bad paint job all around. But I never thought that taping off the headlights would result in what you're about to see.
A few moments later.
So using Naziol Headlight Restore on this 2014 GMC. Now, you guys, this paint is completely beat up. I mean, this truck needs a repaint. The owner knows that. I went ahead and did the rest of this light, or did this light off camera. And look, painter's tape took off the paint. I'm hoping that the owner is going to realize that the paint was already chipping here, but this is what happened. I wasn't ever assuming or thinking that this situation would occur, so I'm kind of dumbfounded, but I've got to finish up this truck. So if you come over here, this is what the headlight looked like before. And as you can see, just even here, you guys, this truck is paint chip city. So this is where we're at. Well, I'm not going to leave it this way. Right? This is the clarity that we've gotten with Naziol Headlight Restore Kit, which is great. I have to eat this up, gonna have to explain, my apologies. I don't know what else to do, but I've got to finish up the other side. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the other side on camera with you. I'm not going to tape it. My head is spinning right now. The directions clearly state that I need to, but obviously now that I see what happened to the other side and I know how thin this paint is and the fact that it's failing in a ton of places, I don't want to do the same thing. So I'm just going to have to be very careful. And yeah, that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. So come with me to carefully restore this headlight with Naziol's Headlight Restore Kit. Now, this is a nano ceramic coating. I have heard great things about this kit. I have not used it. What I would say right away is they put a skew right over the back of the box. Now, I'm sure there's directions inside, but Naziol, or I don't know, whoever skewed, maybe put it like on the bottom of the box so that it doesn't cover the directions, because there are the warnings, here's the storage, and the whole use of it, and yeah, you can't read half of it. So not sure who's putting that sticker on, but you might want to do it in a way that it doesn't cover the writing. Just my opinion. So let's see what's in this kit, and let's see if a beginner, so when I say beginner, somebody who has never had any experience in Headlight Restorer Kit, we're going to come at it with that perspective and see if anybody can use it. Here we go. I'm thinking if this can be used as efficiently and effectively as a polisher, then anybody can do this, right? Not to mention, you guys, this kit is like $15. I'll put the price up here, but it's like $15. So if this again can do what a polisher can do, and if it's easy, if I can follow the instructions and get it done, then what a win. So as we open the box, here is what I see. Okay, so you have your Headlight Restorer. So you have the liquid and, oops, the little stopper here that goes in the liquid. You have your sanding discs. So it looks like I have 1,500 and 2,000. You have 2 sets, so that's nice. We have these little applicators, if you will. They kind of look like gauze, right? Like that cotton gauze you put on when you go to the doctor. And you have some gloves, right? Because anytime you're using any type of ceramic or any detailing product for that matter, you're gonna glove up. And then we have directions. So again, guys, should we tape this? Yeah, we absolutely should. I am afraid to now because of what happened to the other side. So I'm gonna just come in and be as careful as possible. I'm kind of a nervous wreck doing this right now. And it just kind of leads me to want to have the conversation that is, you know, if anybody's had a blunder during detailing, something that they had to eat up on the cost, damage that they caused that they had to fix, or that you had to fix, I should say. I'm speaking to my viewers, the people that are listening and watching and feeling for my pain right now. Drop it down in the comments. Please give me your scary story. Please let me know what happened in your detail that was less than perfect. Now, misery doesn't love company, but I think that's an important thing to discuss with the community, that it's not always roses and butterflies, right? That things can go wrong. And what do you do? What do you do as a professional when things do go wrong? How do you handle situations, and what kind of situations have you had to handle based on your own hand in damaging someone's paint, or whatever it may be? Drop it down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. All right, guys, let's get to correcting. So I'm going to start with 500. I'm going to make sure that this is very lubricated. You want it to be very wet. I'm also going to wet my sandpaper here. Now, what you want to do, you guys, is you want to go in up and down motions. You want to go in side to side motions. You want to go in diagonal motions. You want to stay with straight lines. So I'm going to, again, be very careful. And I'm going to go side to side. And I'm going to start with the face because it's too hard right now to do this little side lip here all in one motion. This truck has kind of a curvature here. Again, being very careful on those edges because I'm not taped. So side to side. Now I'm going to move diagonally. And then I'm going to go diagonally the other way, like at a 45-degree angle. Okay, now we're going to come in with our 1,000 grit. We're going to do the same thing. Side to side. Get on this side. Okay, now I'm going to do a 45-degree angle one way. Again, being as careful as I possibly can. And now 45 angle the other way. gonna come in with 2,000. My hands are a little shaky here. Again, I'm just right now kind of playing out the conversation that I'm about to have as soon as this person comes and picks up their truck. Not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. Things happen. And let's go back on the 45-degree angle the other way. All right, so I'm gonna come in and wipe it off. Now, guys, this is a 2014, so these headlights really need to just be replaced, but not today. I'm gonna come in with an APC. I'm using Ethos Super APC and just give it a good clean. So let's trust the process. I come in, really shake my coating here. You really want to saturate the pad. So they say 1 to 2 lines, just make sure it's saturated. And then you're going to want to do the same thing, which is come in and just kind of overlap, making sure you get all the edges here. Okay. Okay, and this is our finished result. So we were careful. It's not 100% because these need to be replaced. You know, it's cloudy from the inside, but it's a definite fix. So compared to what they were before, they now look a little more clear. But I've got to explain that. So I'll let everybody know how it goes. So what do we think about the Headlight Restorer kit? Well, aside from my big mishap, actually pretty easy to use, you guys, and for only 15 bucks, honestly, anybody can do it. If you follow the instructions, it's literally one wipe of the coating and walk away. Really nothing easier. So that is it for today, you guys. I am waiting for the customer to come pick up the truck so that I can explain the little blunder. I'm hoping that they will understand. Obviously, I'll eat the cost. I take full accountability. Guys, things like this happen. It's the nature of the beast. And, we go on to detail another day. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.